Well, good Monday evening, Arkansas. This is Shea Forecaster Cameron back here once again here to give you guys your evening forecast video before your 8-day forecast comes out later on this evening here. As always, this video is sponsored by our partners at Superior RV in Conway, Arkansas. So, let's talk about what we got across the board here. Hopefully you guys had a great Monday across the area here. Temperatures right now in the upper 40s to the mid 50s, still clinging on to 61 degrees down there in the Texarkana region at this current time here. Now, we do have some light shower activity up there in far northern and northeastern Arkansas. This is as a result of a kind of a sneaky little upper level disturbance that's coming out from the northwest flow. This is going to push through pretty quickly. We're not expecting any severe weather, any massive rainfall or anything like that during the overnight hours. And also, this is going to clear through before temperatures fall into the 30s. So no winter weather is expected. But just something that we'll have to keep an eye on here, especially for our folks up there in northeastern Arkansas. I opted to keep you guys 0%. Now that I'm looking at current radar, I probably should have put you guys at 20%. But we'll have to keep an eye on that here, guys. Like I said before, it's not going to be anything significant. So let me know in the comments if you like spring weather or you like the cold and snow. Because I'm telling you guys right now, moving forward, if you're a cold and snow fan, you're going to hate this video. We've got temperatures that we're going to be talking about getting into the 70s, possibly some low 80s. We're also going to talk to you guys about the last week of February for the potential of some stormy weather coming our way. So let's go ahead and talk to you guys about your evening highlights at this current time here. So you guys remember that cold front that moved through on Friday, brought the temperatures down like 20 to 30 degrees across the area? Well, that cold air is still lingering forward tonight and into your Tuesday, but then it's going to go away. And I told you guys, this is like 2 weeks ago, I said that, don't pay attention to model data that's wanting to put us in sustained cold and snow. The later you get into February and into March and April, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to see the winter weather and the cold. So just kind of keep that in mind here, something we'll have to watch. But we're not expecting anything significantly cold as we move into the next couple of weeks here. It doesn't mean that winter's, 100% dead. Here in Arkansas that stuff can change in a quick heartbeat. But we're not expecting any significant cold air or any significant snow anytime soon. But we are expecting that spring weather to come our way here. We are expecting temperatures in the 70s and the 80s here. So that cold air mass is going to move as we get into tomorrow and into the Wednesday time frame. Much warmer as we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is actually a severe risk I'm going to talk to you guys about for Wednesday. And then as we move into next week, the 27th, 28th, stormier weather looks to head our way. And I think by then, if trends hold, could be one of many potential significant events heading our way as we move into that time frame here. Okay, so let's go and talk to you guys about Wednesday here. Now, there is a level 1 possible up there in far northwestern Arkansas as we move into the Wednesday. What's going to be happening is we're going to have a weak cold front move through. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s, low 80s across the area. Could have some isolated strong to possibly a severe thunderstorm or two. Main threat is going to be for the potential of large hail due to the very cold aloft temperatures we'll have in place. Not expecting any sort of tornado threat out of this. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on things. We'll let you guys know, but that's going to go from Mount Holm to Harrison over to the Fayetteville area at this current time here. Okay, so let's talk about tonight. Like I mentioned before, Northeast Arkansas, I should have put you guys at 20% for tonight, but I've kept you guys at 0 because it's going to be hit and miss on who sees the shower activity. But other areas across the state, temperatures in the low to mid 30s. Everyone in general should stay above freezing as we move into the night. I can't rule out some localized, isolated areas, some rural areas getting down to 31, 32 degrees. But overall, everyone should stay above freezing as we move into the night. As always, make sure you go download our weather app. Everyone that has never seen our posts in like a couple of months or something like that, or have a hard time getting our posts, before we move into a very active period, it's very important that you have our weather app downloaded. That way you're not missing any information, any notifications, any alerts, or anything like that here. So that's going to be Arkansas Weather Watchers in your respected Play Store for today here. Make sure you have that app downloaded at this current time here, okay? So let's go over to the model data real quickly here. And I'm going to opt out the GFS and Euro for just a second. I'm going to come back to that. This graphic I want you guys to pay attention to, and this is what we call the CFS, the climate forecast system, week 2 supercell composite parameter. Now, that entire title sounds absolutely confusing if you've never dealt with this product before. I'm going to put it in layman's terms. This is basically telling us where the best potential for seeing supercells, which 9 times out of 10 equates to severe weather. Where's the best potential for severe weather during this week time frame? So you can see from February 26th through March 4th, it is highlighting Missouri, Southeast Kansas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, much of the Ohio Valley. It is highlighting that area for the potential seeing severe weather as we move into next week here. So things are going to get active as we move into next week, guys. It's very, very important that you have our app downloaded so that way you're not missing any kind of information here. As we move into week 3, this is going to be around that the second week of March, and you can see once again Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, and then Mississippi. This is going to be the bullseye for the potential of seeing some severe weather as we move into March here. So that's why we're telling you guys, if y'all see any posts that are talking about cold air or snow or anything like that, as much as it may disappoint you, you're going to have to ignore it because the pattern does not support winter weather or cold air. The pattern that's coming up supports warm air and severe weather. So make sure you keep that in mind as we move into the next couple of weeks here. This week we have right now, as it stands, probably is going to be one of the quieter weeks we have going forward in terms of not dealing with any massive severe weather or anything like that here. Okay, so let's take a look at the GFS for just a little bit here, and let's take this out. And what I want to do, let's talk about Wednesday and the Thursday. So there's your front of boundary moving through, a little weak disturbance in the atmosphere. Like I said before, I'm not really too concerned about Wednesday and Thursday, but there could be some isolated large hail up there in far northwestern Arkansas. Now we move into the weekend. Northwest flow dominates, weak northwest flow, dominates the weekend. Temperatures are going to be kind of near average, 50s and 60s for highs, overnight lows in the 40s. And then as you can see, as we move into that Monday, Tuesday time frame, there's your very strong disturbance coming out as we move to Monday night into Tuesday. And if you go with the GFS, let's take this out. Here we are as we move into Tuesday evening. Very strong belt of wind energy moving through. A good amount of divergence. You could have the potential of seeing some severe weather as we move into next Tuesday time frame. And you can see with the instability, a good amount of instability from Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, up into the Ohio Valley here. So this is why we're saying this is the time to start paying attention to severe weather. We're going to start talking about severe weather awareness starting tomorrow and going into the weekend here, okay? So make sure as we move into next Tuesday and Wednesday that you're paying attention to the forecast here. And you can see with the GFS, it's kind of wanting to keep things going from Tuesday night, Wednesday afternoon across eastern Arkansas, and finally gets rid of this thing by the time we get into the Wednesday and the Thursday time frame. Same thing with the European model. We can take this out all the way through, move into the weekend. Very, very weak northwest flow. Basically, that means temperatures are not going to fall too much, even with a cold front pushing through. And then you can see by the time we get into Tuesday, look at that powerful storm system moving our way as we move into that time frame. We will have to watch out for the potential severe weather from that 27th to the 29th time frame. And as we move into March, there could be additional severe weather to talk about here. So we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather.